Hello everyone and welcome to Kai Random. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Kai and today I'll be filming my very first Budget With Me video. So a lot of people have been asking me exactly how do I get to the amount that I cash stuff. So I'm gonna go through the process of what I do. So basically, when I get paid and then my husband gets paid, he gives me some of his money after he pays his bills, and I actually put it down in this billing tracker that I've created in Canva. So basically, I put down this portion here is like all the paychecks, anything that is like money bringing into that's bringing into our household. And then I have it written down all the monthly expenses. So my husband basically pays like the higher bills, like the mortgage and the car payments. And then I usually get the utilities. So that's what I pay for. So after I add this up, I minus this. And then if I have any credit cards, my husband has his own credit cards and so do I. And so we keep our spending separate. Basically, I pay off my credit cards, and then whatever is left over after that is what I cash stuff. So I already went ahead and did this. I'm not going to share that because it's a little bit too personal, but after all of this calculations have been done, I ended up this time with $558 to cash stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the whole thing that I do like every paycheck. And like I said, I do get paid every 2 weeks. So I calculate it every 2 weeks. So the first thing I do is I go ahead and I figure out how much I need for spending in my wallet. Like I said, I get paid every 2 weeks. So I split my wallet for first week and second week, so that I don't spend the money here for the second week. Because if I had all the money, I probably would spend it all in 1 week. So, okay, so let me go ahead and show you how I do this. So basically we have $558. All right, so the first category, I kind of know how much I usually put into my wallet. So this month I'm going to put in $10 into coffee, and I usually put in the same amount for the second week. For eating out, I'm gonna do 20 this month. We're really gonna have to budget for that. And then for groceries, I'm gonna put in 50 per week. I am a family of 3, and usually I'd say comfortably I could get away with 80 comfortably. 50 is we're gonna have to kind of budget for this 2 weeks. And then gas, I am gonna put in 40 for each week. So once I calculate all of this, so that's 80, 180. So it'll be 240. I am not going to put in anything for entertainment. My husband and I are avid pickleball players, so that's our entertainment. We actually pay for a monthly membership at a pickleball facility, and honestly, that's all we do all weekend, pretty much. So, I mean, it's an addiction, but I think it's a good addiction because it's exercise. So, okay, so 240 is the total for all of this. All right, and then after I figure out my wallet, the next part is my high priority. So for my high priority, I am going to just break it down. So basically now we had $558 and we're going to minus 240 that is going into my wallet. So now I have $318. High priority, I know every month my husband gives me $192 to put into the auto insurance. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in. My son's graduation, so I guess it did post on Saturday. I completed the sushi challenge, the book challenge. So I'm gonna I decided in that video, I told you guys that I'm gonna put it into his graduation party. So I'm gonna put an extra 25 from our paychecks. And then I'm gonna put in, and I don't remember what I actually saved in this. So let me hurry up. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 46. So $146. So I'm going to go ahead and add that $146 as well into his graduation fund. All right, and then medical prescriptions, I am going to skip it this month. So let me minus the 25. And then Costco and Sam's, I need to replenish this. So I'm going to go ahead and put a $10 bill in that. And then subscriptions, I will put in a 5. To be totally honest with you, when I'm kind of short funds, my go-to is usually $5. So let's minus $5. And then minus the $192 for the insurance. And then auto maintenance, I need to start putting things in here too. So I'm going to put another 10. And for home improvement, let's put in a 5. We have $76. So let's see. Now we have $71. Pets, let's put in another $5. So let's minus another 5. That leaves me with $66. Okay, so health and beauty, I'm going to skip it this paycheck. All right, so that's for my high priority. So let's go and do my low priority is next. Yeah, so let's do car registration. I'm going to put in $5. I will have to start getting aggressive with that soon. It's due in November, I believe. All right, and then for buffer, let's do another 5. You know what? Actually, let me see. Emergency, I'm just going to put in 5s. So right now, let's minus the 15. Skating is good. I'm not going to stuff shoes this time. Let's see about clothing. Let's do a 5. And then pickleball, a 5. Household, a 5. Vacation, a 5. And then I'm going to skip eye care. So another 15. All right, so now we have $31. So let's go ahead. And the next one will be my holiday sinking funds. So again, I know I need to put into gifts, but I think I only have $30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would get me to Thanksgiving. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's do 5 into each one until 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I have a $1 bill left over, which I'll just leave in the bank. So that does it for my actual planning. But I also want to figure in, I have 2 savings challenges here. And I'm sorry, I think I decided I'm going to go ahead and peek at it so that I know where this money is going to go to. So this one here was micro savings with Steph, and we saved $12. And this one is going to go to pets. Okay, so $12 is going to go into pets. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down so that I know that I'm going to be putting that in there. Pets is in my high priority, I believe. Yep. So we're going to add $12 to that from Savings Challenge. And then let's see this one. This one was the Sassy Budget, and it has $24, and it's going to my car registration. So car registration is here, and we're going to add $24. Perfect. Okay, so this will be videotaped in my cash stuffing video, which I believe I'm going to be doing it later on today. And this is Hayden's money for graduation from the book challenge. All right, and so that's basically how I budget all of my cash stuffing, like allocate all my money to where it needs to go. Anyway, I guess this is the end of my... Oh, actually, you know what? It isn't the end of my video. So now let's minus the 30. And like I said, I'm going to have $1 left, but I'm just going to leave it in my banking account. The last thing that I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to the bank today. So I have a bill calculator here. I'm actually going to pause the video. I'm going to write down all the categories, and then I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So basically now what you do is you look at all the categories that you have here, and then you transfer it to the categories here in the bill calculator. And then you put in all of the planned cash stuffing that you're going to put in and the amounts. And this is what is going to help you figure out how many bills you need when you go to the bank. And let me see if I have a teller slip handy here. Anyway, I make these little teller slips, and you put down like what you need at the bank. So anyway, let's go ahead and do the allocation of, not allocation, but the amount of bills that we need. So coffee that's going into my wallet needs actually $20 total, but we need 2 10s. So we're going to do 2 10s here. And then eating out needs 2 20s. That makes 40. And then groceries, we need 2 50s. And then gas, we're going to need 4 20s because it's $80. All right. So Hayden's graduation envelope is getting 25, so we need 120 and 15. And then Costco and Sam's is getting a $10 bill. Subscriptions is getting a 5. Auto insurance, I'm actually not going to get a $100 bill because I'm just going to transfer it into my high yield savings account, the $100, and I will take out the 92 and stuff it into the envelope. So 92, we need 150, 2 20s, and $2. All right, so and then auto maintenance, we need a 10. And then home improvement, I mean, everything pretty much down the line now needs 5. So I'm going to put 5s all in here. 1 5. We're going to have a lot of 5s this time. Oh, and then actually there's 2 because I ran out of space. So we need... did you guys see that? This is a pen. This is actually from a Japanese pen, and they make erasable pens. I got this from a shop like the dollar store in Japan that is sort of like the dollar store, but everything is not $1. Some things are more than $1. But I think this is like $1.25 for the pen, and it comes in all different colors, and it's totally erasable. Like, watch this. Like, I can do that, and then... You see that? It erases. Like, it's wonderful. I use it at work as well. All right, so then all you do is you add it up here at the bottom. So I need 2 1s. 1, 2, 17 5s. 4 10s. 9 20s. And then 3 50s. All right. So, and then if you add this all up, it should add up to 157, I believe. So let's go ahead and do that. So 3 times 50 is 150. And then 20, you know I'm not good at math. 180. All right, and then 4 tens is $40. That I can do. 17 times 5 is 85. And then the $2. So if we add all this up, it should add up to, and if it doesn't, then I did something wrong. And voila. Yep, $4.57. And remember that the $1 is still in the bank because it wasn't, I did not budget it anywhere because I actually want a round number. All right, so hopefully this was helpful. If you have any other questions, like, please don't hesitate to, write it in the comments below and I can answer it on my next budget with me. But this is it. And I'm so glad you made it today to watch this video. I hope it was very beneficial. Again, don't forget to love yourself and be kind to one another. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.